doing awesome. If it says was live above my head, you caught the replay. Type hashtag replay in the comments below. That way I can welcome you. Let me know what you're doing today. Keyword today is bake, B-A-K-E. So when you get here and you see me, type the word bake in the comments below. And that will signal you want the supply lists, and I'll get that to you ASAP. So this week's Black Friday deals, guys. So we went over some yesterday. This is your free gift with purchase. You get Flakes Welcome with the snowflakes on the bottom. You get 5 different snowflakes total. On here, this is your free gift with a $50 purchase on my chalk site. One of the doorbuster deals is this hanging chalkboard, and we did the club on it yesterday. This is a $10 board. There's also a wine bag that is sublimation friendly. How about we call it that? All size C and D transfers are on sale 50% off on my chalk site today, and select surfaces. And this is one of those surfaces. So we're going to use a transfer today that I love, that is 50% off, along with this riser. I'm going to get this out of here and see how it goes here. Tell me how you're doing. I had a great day. It's a warm 80-something degrees here, 85, I guess, 85 degrees maybe. But that bottom's going to drop out on Thursday or Friday or something. All right, let's check this out. Oh, this is it's quite substantial, is what I want to say. I'm going to keep my little box, because you know I have to have that. Hello, Beverly Uribe. How are you? Hi, Sissy. How are you? Hope you're good. Hi, Florine and Deborah and Susan. Thanks for being here, and thanks for sprinkling. I appreciate you guys. So this riser, how cute is this? I think it says the size on the front of the box. Let me get that for you. It's 9 inches by 6 inches by 1.5 inches. Okay? If you're looking for the size. Hi, Lori. How are you? This is a very nice. I thought this was going to feel a lot lighter, but it's actually not. It's actually pretty sturdy, which I like. I'm glad you're good. Hi, Lori. I don't know if I said hi to you. All right, so we're going to start by painting this in 1 coat of bright white, okay? I'm feeling pretty good right now, Janet. I feel like this doctor knows his stuff. He's got me on a medicine that I feel like is working very well. So yay. I don't know what I got or all the things, but I'm going to trust him. And thank you for checking on me. I appreciate you very much. So we're going to go around, and I'm just going to do, I don't know how much of the legs I'm going to do. For now, I'm going to do this part. All around the edge, and then we'll do the top. I'm guessing maybe I should do the legs. Okay, the legs are optional. Do the legs if you want, but I decided why not. You're going to see them, so you should probably keep it consistent. Let's paint the whole thing. Don't need to paint underneath, really. But we're going to paint the edges. I'm not going to worry about the inside of the legs. How about that? Maybe if you decide to make this as a gift, you might want to paint the underside and the bottom and all the things. I am not doing that. I still have this stand. I think you're trying to say you have this, but you haven't used it yet. So here maybe is an idea for you. I'm guessing that's what you were saying. Thank you, Janet. Yes. And my energy's been back to like almost, my normal high energy craziness. So that's also good. That is what was getting me even more down. Though, you know what, this time change, you guys, with this time change, I'm in bed at 9 o'clock. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Has anybody else adjusted to the time change? As far as like getting up in the morning, fine. But going to bed, I'm like, it's 9 o'clock and I'm going to bed. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm like, it's only 8 o'clock. It's bad. Okay, good. That is what you were saying. I got the gist. Sometimes it's really hard for me to figure out what people are trying to say when there's typos. Mostly because, you know, I'm doing this and I'm talking to you and my brain's thinking about what else I want to say and all the things while I'm doing this. But that time I got you. That time I figured it out. So I just want to get a base coat of white. Like I said, I don't think it's really going to matter if you get full coverage. This is going to be quick and so pretty, I believe. I think. I started, so guys, this is what you should do every Black Friday. When it changes, go to the sales tab on my site, and it's going to show you all the transfers that are 50% off. And some you might have forgotten about. And maybe you were looking at them a while ago and then didn't get them for whatever reason. There's a bunch of patterns that are on sale that, you know, maybe you want in for spring or maybe you want for next Halloween or whatever. Get them while they're on sale, is what I'm saying. So we're going to do that here. We're going to use a pattern, and it is so pretty. And I want to say it's from when, maybe 2 years ago. You're going to love it. But let's get this painted first. Oh, you have this too? I have had this since the summer and have not used it. So you are not alone, Janet. Don't do well with the time. Me either, Deborah. Oh, Catherine. Yeah, the time change gets me. Now, granted, I usually look forward to falling back. But man, I'm so tired so early now. I keep saying I don't think it matters if we have full coverage, and then I keep going over it. Okay, we got it white. That's all we needed. I want so many of the transfers on sale. That's Lori, they're so good. And this is the time to get the big ones. I mean, you can also get the little ones. But when they're 50% off, it's hard to beat. Ooh, you did get the USA map? Good for you. That's perfect. You know, I love that one. I keep telling Jace, I said, you know, I have the Michigan symbol. Somebody had like a sticker on their car. It was like this big of the symbol of Michigan. I said, I could chalk that on your window. And he's like, well, I don't see it there. Like, why aren't you doing it? And it's from that map. I said, well, I'll do it if you want. I should go do that after this and not tell him that I did it. Though, I don't know. I can't not tell him because I get too excited. How's it going, Teresa? Okay, I guess we're dry. All right, we are dry, and now we're going to give it a light sanding just to smooth out my paint. Okay, then take some paper towel, get all that dust off. All right, and then we're going to take our wax and we're going to wax it, and then I'll show you what transfer we're going to use today. We're actually going to use, well, we're going to use one, but I'm going to also kind of sort of use a second one, which I put in the cart. You'll see what I mean in just a minute here. Hang on. Let's start with the first one. So you want to wax it, and that's just going to keep our paint from pulling up when we use our sticky transfer, okay? So that's going to like give your surface a layer of protection is what it's doing. Okay, and then I'm just going to buff it back. And then this is the transfer, you guys, that I absolutely love. This is the one we're going to use. I use this a bunch. We're going to use this today, but you're also getting like a basket weave on this. And if you missed out on the Starry Night one, the Debbie Westbrook's line, if you missed out on the Starry Night, this could also replace that because it's a bunch of basically different size dots. So you could totally make your Starry Night with this as your background. And then you just have a different little pattern here. I don't know what you would call this. I think this one is called Houndstooth. If I'm wrong, you can tell me in the comments. But I feel like this one is Houndstooth. So you get 4 patterns on one transfer, which I love. Oh, I know, Lori, I have the same exact. So if I did it and then he didn't notice right away, I'd be like, did you notice? Did you notice? Did you notice? So I would end up telling him. I'm the kind of person who, maybe you would know this about me. If I do something really dumb, most people may just not tell and nobody sees. Most people probably would just not tell anybody and go about their day. I'm the person that even if I do something really dumb, I think it's hilarious and then I go tell everybody. Basically, I'm an oversharer, I guess. Hi, Lena. Hi, oh, that is what it's called. Good. Hi, Charlene. Okay, so we're going to use the Houndstooth. And I'm going to maximize my space here. So I've got it a little bit hanging over this edge and a little hanging over this edge. And we're just going to take our cherry paste and press that in the silk screen. You guys, the keyword is bake, B-A-K-E. If you want to grab what I'm using today. Okay, so just press your paste in and then go back and scrape up your excess. Just like so. And you could use any of the reds. I just chose cherry. And I put the singles in the cart for those that don't want to get a whole jar. You can always switch things out. You don't have to get everything that's in the cart if you already have the color or whatever. All right, and then we'll just do this little section. Press that in. You don't want any clumps of paste sitting on top of your transfer, so you want to scrape that back. And then we're just going to lift. Oh my gosh, I just love this look. You guys, look at how pretty. Oh, good. You guys tell also, I love that. Okay, so I'm going to stick this to my table. Hit the heart button for me. I'm going to dry it. And then we're going to continue the pattern over here. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. I think it's funny when I do something like that. All right, and then we're going to take our transfer. I wonder if it matters. Well, we're just going to do this. And we're going to continue. Hold up. So what I'm going to do is actually overlap this. with the one before. And then continue my pattern. Okay, this should work out just fine. And then we're just going to do this and do the rest all the way down. Look at that. It turned out pretty good, right? What do you think? Isn't this so pretty? Now, I'm thinking this particular thing that we're going to do will go well for Christmas or Valentine's Day. I'm not trying to get us all the way to Valentine's Day, but I planned this and then I thought, you know what? This will look super cute on Valentine's Day also. All right, so we continued our pattern. We're going to set that aside. And then I actually didn't get the transfer out. Let me grab it so you can see which one I'm using. Could you have taken the bottom and lined it up? What do you mean the bottom? Like turned it? That's what I wasn't sure. I think it would turn all of the pattern. I didn't do it that way. You're saying take the bottom and go like this? I think not. I'm not sure. I could clean it and see. I used cherry. That was cherry. Now the transfer that I had in the cart, I'm actually not going to use the transfer, but I have all the cutouts for this craft fair one. So this one is also on special on my site. I'm just going to use the words fresh baked. Okay, so these are on my Etsy site if you want all the things for this. But this transfer also is on special, 50% off. So I threw it in the cart link because that's where these come from. But I decided instead of painting these white and then chalk them in, I decided I'm just going to paint them black. Okay, and I guess instead of getting it all over my table. So I just took the words fresh baked. It says fresh baked artisan bread. I'm just taking the words fresh and the word baked. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and paint these and glue them on instead of chalking them. But you could chalk them if you want them to have this double look. This is how I'm doing. Charlene, what we can do is at the very end, because this is going to be a very quick one, I'll clean the transfer and tell you if you could do it either way. Just for you, even though I do not like cleaning the transfers. It's got to be cleaned anyway, so I'll do it with it clean. This is just going to take a second anyway. So we've got our words fresh baked. And then I'll let you know if you could do it that way. Those patterns are all about 9 by 9. About 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, right here. Yeah, I was wondering that too, but because it was wet and then all the things, I decided just to go with it. I didn't want to turn it and ruin it. Okay, so I am back to my other wood glue that I was using, the Ultimate Gorilla Glue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is out. So now I'm back to the original, which I think just dries more clear. Now, of course, you could put cookies or something on here, but I would say It's not going to be food safe, of course, so I wouldn't put cookies directly on this, but you might want to get like a little white plate or just line it with some doily or something, or have like cupcakes in a with their little what is the word I'm looking for, muffin cups. You could put those on here, and then you could put them directly on here. But how cute, you guys. Should I, let me know in the comments below, should I paint this black, the edge, or should I leave it white? Kind of looking at it and thinking I want to paint just this edge black. Let me know what you think. Hi, Donna. I'm doing great. How are you? Hi, Cindy. Let me know what you think. Should I paint it black or should I leave it white? What's your opinion? And my gut reaction is to go ahead and paint the edge black. Oh, Quinn dog. This is going to be her thing. Quinn, no sir. No ma'am. She's a girl. No ma'am. Black edge, leave it. Could you seal it to make it food safe? Lori, if you bought like a food safe sealer, then yes, absolutely you could. You absolutely could. No, leave it white. I had a couple people say they like it white, some like it black. White looks good. We'll just leave it white then. We'll leave it white, you guys. What do you think? You like it? I think the edge should be... Oh, well, yes. Charlene, you could continue the pattern on the edge. Absolutely. That could be done pretty easily, actually. I would say... I'm trying to think off the cuff here. Hold, please. I'm wondering if I would say do the edge first, but I actually don't know if I would say that or not. Let me see. The one thing we were just going to check is, does it matter how this lines up? So we could do it this way. No, could we? No, it's not the same. Now I don't see it the same either way. Why can I not? Now I can't even figure out the way I did it the first time. Originally, Well, now you got me called out because I don't know if I can't figure out the way I had it. Thank you, Lori. Anyway, this is super. I already lined it up once. Let's do it this way. I guess it matters. There's 4, so I had a little edge hanging over. Oh, there we go. There's one way. This is the first way I did it. All the way across, okay? But if we turn it, I don't think I can get it to line up the same way. It doesn't line up. If I turn it again, which is the way it would have been, nope. You need to keep it, whichever way you do it, you need to keep it that same direction, horizontal and then vertical. So if you need to, what I would suggest is just put a little dot on the side that you used to line it up, okay? And then go this way and up and down, okay? Don't do the edge first if you're continuing the pattern. Yeah, I think it would be what I would do if you wanted to do the edge is instead of lining it up like this, I would line it up so it overlaps on every corner. I gotta find where I could do it. And then press it down and down and down and do the whole thing like that. You're gonna wanna make it line up with the edge and do it all together. Do one side, then press down the other side, then do it, okay? Don't try to piece it together. That would be way too hard. Okay, but the way I did it, it would make it difficult for the edges. We could do this edge and then slide it down this way and do that edge, but it would be way easier to start in the middle and do your sides, and you would just have to do a little bit over here. Anyway, Charlene, hopefully that helps you. I think this turned out so cute. Simple and easy, right? And then this would be good, I think, for Valentine's Day. Shh. Hi, Jan. How are you? How are you? Hope you guys are good. Type the word bake and check your messages. And I'll see you guys soon. Make sure you're in the Perks program. You're going to get the best price that way, even with the Black Friday deals, okay? All right, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.